Hey Queens! You know, Hey Queens is getting old. I think I need something new. We'll figure that out next video. So it's been a while. Again, sorry about that. Today I decided that it was time.
It was time.
I'm finally going to sit here for the next long portion of my life and explain to you the story of my junior year. A lot of things happened junior year. A lot of things happened junior year. And you guys deserve to know about it. Not only because it makes good content, but because it's important for everyone to know. You guys out there might be going back to school at this time. You might have already gone back to school, or you're like going to in a few weeks. Advice / story time of just like my experience with junior year. And I think this video is kind of like relevant to all grades. But before I dive into this video, we have a sponsor. This video is sponsored! It's been so long since I have had a video that was sponsored. So this is fun. Today, this video is sponsored by vsco Jewelry. I think that's how you pronounced it. I could be pronouncing it wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm really sorry.
Hey guys, it's me editing. So we just looked it up on Google Translate, and Google Translate pronounces it like this. Sufil. So I guess it's Sufil. I'm wrong.
vsco Jewelry is a website that has a bunch of beautiful jewelry, and you can customize certain things, and it's really beautiful. They actually sent me this name necklace, and I love it so much because I've been wanting one for so long, and then this company reached out to me and I was like, amazing. I love this necklace so much. It's made out of really nice material. To make personalized jewelry, honestly, it usually takes a really long time. Like, you can be waiting for up to 2 months, 3 months if you order something off of Etsy or something like that. This necklace came in about 2 weeks, and that shipment time is phenomenal. I love the simplicity of this necklace, and I just love how it works with any outfit that you can wear. I can wear it with a t-shirt, I can wear it with tank tops, I can wear it however, and I think it just really goes with everything basically. And of course, I was not going to leave you guys hanging. I have a coupon code for you guys, and by using my code in the description below, you will get 15% off. So you guys should definitely go look at what they have on their website and use the code and get yourself some fine jewelry. Now let's get into the actual story time of my junior year. I'm gonna have to break out some of the oldest memories for this video because there's so much that happened and I just don't want to miss anything. So junior year, it's scary. Everyone knows it's scary because this is the year that you actually have to focus, you have to crack down, there's lots of SATs, you take AP classes, honors. You have to really start getting your life in order. And that's scary. Going into junior year, the classes that I was taking were gym. Obviously, you have to take gym. AP biology, I took a 3-day study hall, video production, lunch, acting, pre-calc honors, honors history, and AP language arts. So I already knew I had a busy year ahead of me. Before junior year actually started, I had a lot of summer work to do. I had to read 3 books for AP Lang. I think I had to write 2 essays. I could be wrong, it could have been 3. I had this giant, and it didn't even seem like that much until you were actually doing it. It was a giant packet of AP biology work, and oh my god, it was painful. I waited until the last 2 days of summer to start working on it. Like, before the first day of school, I was up till 3 a.m. that night doing homework. And school hadn't even started yet, because I'm a really bad procrastinator. First word of advice for junior year, try not to procrastinate, because you'll have mental breakdowns like me.
No, seriously, like, it was painful.
She's gonna want this for her Finsta.
I don't know if this is staged or not.
I had so many mental breakdowns junior year, and most of the breakdowns could have been avoided if I had just not procrastinated. But that's not how I work.
You know how some people work best when it's like they have time to let their creative juices flow and they have time to think about stuff and map out things. All my best ideas come to me when I wait till the last minute. When I wait till the last minute, everything just sort of comes to me at once, and then I'm able to put something really good together.
I also, on top of that, had a pre-calc packet to do, which wasn't fun because I'm not good at math. It was an overwhelming preseason to junior year. So I remember like the first day of school, I turned in all my work that was due. I met all my teachers. A lot of my teachers seemed nice, but I was like still like scared of my skin. Turned in my biology work, so I was like, whew, like,
ooh, that was like easy to turn in. Like, I wonder if this class will be easy this year.
No, it was not. We'll talk about the difficulty of my courses later though, someone remind me. A big problem that I had from the jump of junior year is that not many of my friends were in my classes as they were in like sophomore year or freshman year. I've always had friends in specifically my science classes. So freshman year I had Isabella, Sydney, and Vivian, and then sophomore year I had Gabby and Danielle, and like I had other friends, but these were like my main groups. Going into AP Biology, it was literally like a come on, are you kidding me moment. My friends Gabby, Danielle, and Jerry were all taking AP Biology, and we were like, okay, great, like the odds of like at least like 2 and 2 being together are really high because there's 2 AP Biology classes that you could get put in with the same teacher except different periods. Guess who got stuck in the period with nobody? That's right, me. They all got put in period 6. I was put in period 3. I eventually made friends in the class, but like the entire year in that class, I sat in the back and I was so quiet. And that's not me usually because I'm a very outgoing and loud spoken person. But in that class, I didn't say a word. We shy. We not shy, but had to be in that class. And I eventually like made friends in like all my classes. I remember video production too. I had like no friends in that class. That class was a lot of like miscellaneous people. I'm not sure how to explain it. One class that I was actually, it's so weird. That class was so conflicting for me. One class that I was so grateful to be in was 7th period pre-calc honors. I hate math. I'm terrible at math. This was the first class I had ever had with my friends Kayla and Morgan. It was just a shocker because I had never had a class with Morgan and Kayla, and I love doing homework. Are hilarious. So that was something I was really grateful for in my schedule. And then we have 9th period. Oh my god. AP Language Arts. Long story short, I got my first C ever in that class. That class was, how do I put it? So irritating. You know how some people are better at math, some people are better at language arts. I'm better at language arts. Not in this class, I wasn't. Because no matter how hard I tried in AP Language Arts, it wasn't good enough. But it's like when you have overachievers in the class, and then the teacher is like, oh, you guys are smart. And then he looks at me and he's like, I cried in that class before. I cried in a lot of classes actually. I cried in math, I cried in history, I cried in language arts, and I hate crying in school because like it's embarrassing. But like sometimes teachers or classes or just work will get to you. Yeah, not my favorite class, we're just calling it that. But I actually want to start talking about like the year and how it progressed. So I remember September was just getting back into the swing of things, back into taking notes, back into learning stuff, and it was just like, oh, I miss summer. It was also at this time that I started talking to my now currently boyfriend. We started talking, we started going on dates, and I was waiting for him to ask me to like be official and be his girlfriend, but he just wouldn't do it. And I remember one day I FaceTimed him and I was like,
why won't you just ask me the question yet?
and he's like,
I've been waiting for the right time.
and I'm just like, ass. Anyways, October rolled around. October was fun. Like, while school's going on during all this, my life's also going on. I was going out with friends, we were going like pumpkin picking, and I was going to like parties. Halloween, or like just Halloween parties in general, so much fun. Literally genius. Whoever thought of them, genius. Finally, on October 12th, I went to Creamy Acres with Connor, and he asked me to be his girlfriend, and we were official, and I got his hoodie that night, and it was just a good night overall. It was also at this time when I realized truly how bad I was at math. I remember one day my friend Kayla came over and she tried helping me with math, and we ended up just drawing on our knuckles the entire night and spilling smoothies and playing guitar. And yeah, that was fun. I didn't learn any math and I failed the test the next day. During this time, it was when drama club was going on and I was in the school play. I do the play every year and then I just skipped the musical this year because we'll get to that. I was in the drama club play and we did Almost Maine. I played Sandrine and my friend Mason played Jemmy, like my ex-love interest. I don't know how to explain it. That show reminded me of why I love doing drama club and why I love acting and performing. And it's actually funny because it was around this time where it was the last time that I can remember all of my friends coming together and everything being okay. Like I said, a lot of went down junior year. And one of those things was my entire friend group splitting up. I remember beginning of the year, we were all so close and we did everything and we would have sleepovers and do all this fun stuff. And now it's just whoa. During October, I was also in an SAT prep course because I was gonna be taking the SATs. I think it was at the beginning of November. Yeah, it was twice a week and it was late. That SAT prep course though, it was so boring and so tedious and I hated it, but it was actually kind of funny because I was with Danielle, Mason, Sam, Allison, and it was just a good group we had going, you know? We had our pep rally in October and that was also Spirit Week leading up to pep rally, and I think it was a tie honestly between juniors and seniors this year. I think it was a tie. Class of 2020. And eventually Halloween rolled around. It was me, Kayla, Kieran, and Sabrina, and we all dressed up as rappers. I was Lil Xan, Sabrina was Post Malone, Kayla was Eminem, but we don't know what was going on with her, and Kiki was 6ix9ine, and we slaughtered it. So then, I don't remember much about November except being depressed. So beginning of November rolls around, I take the SATs, did decent, but not my best. I think I got a 1020 on the SATs, maybe 1030, something like that. November, I also went to GCIT's homecoming. Basically, in 8th grade, some of my friends went to Williamstown with me and some of my friends went to GCIT, which is a trade school. But it's also a regular high school, but it's also you learn a trade. So a lot of my friends went there. So I went to their homecoming. My best friend won homecoming king, killed that. I also participated in my school's powder puff game, and I'm not doing that senior year. I have literally made up the executive decision. I am not doing powder puff senior year. Powder puff, if you don't know what that is, it's where girls play flag football and guys do cheerleading. And basically, a senior shoved me over. It was literally the last play of the game, and a senior shoved me over and stepped on me. And I cried. After powder puff came Black Friday. It's an annual tradition for me, Joe, and Allison to go Black Friday shopping together, and we wake up really early and we go shopping. It's a lot of fun. It was at this point where I really started feeling a distance between me and my best friend Joe, and that was really sad because we've been best friends since 2nd grade and I really felt like we were drifting and we didn't see each other that much. And I think that part of it had to do with the fact that I got a boyfriend because I was hanging out with him more, and then also part of it was Joe moved pretty far away. Pretty far, I say pretty far. He moved 30 minutes away. And you might think, oh, Allie, it's not that big a deal. Joe has lived a 5-minute distance from me since 2nd grade. Going from 5 minutes to 30 minutes, it has an effect on our friendship, obviously, because I can't see him that much. When December rolled around, I just remember a lot of schoolwork. I remember hanging with my boyfriend a lot. I remember Christmas rolling around, New Year's. I went to a party for New Year's. Then school rolled around in January, and that's when my entire life, I feel just changed. The first part of January whooped my ass. Oh, my school. There's only so much of school that a person can take, and my level, I think, is much lower than others. It was just a really stressful time for me, but something that was a lot of fun. I am in the club DECA at my school. DECA is basically a business competition, and it is so much fun. I am a DECA fiend. I've been doing DECA since my freshman year, And for anyone who's just DECA knows that there's 3 stages. There goes regionals, states, and nationals. So I'm from New Jersey. Regionals is held in Cherry Hill for us. States is then held in Atlantic City. And national changes every year, but there's only 4 rotations of places you can go. Anaheim, California, Atlanta, Georgia, and Nashville, Tennessee. Guess where this year's national was? Orlando. I love Florida. I'm a Florida fiend also. I love Florida. Every single year since my freshman year, I've made it to states. But this was the first year that I actually made it to Natty's. Oh my god, it was so much fun. So besides actually competing and getting that experience, which was a lot of fun, on top of that, we got to go to Universal, Disney World. They had a pool and it was hot. I just really loved it. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Nationals wasn't in until later in the year, but it was, oh my god. Nationals was so much fun. Beginning of February rolled around. During all this time, I'm really struggling with my grades. I started having a lot of problems with my friendships. I found myself growing really distant from a lot of people who I cared about and loved. So I sort of made the executive decision with my friend Gianna, you might have seen the YouTube video, to cut my hair off and dye it pink. Didn't turn out the best. I got in a big fight with my mom. Anyways, and then it was mid-February, right before Valentine's Day, when me and Connor broke up. But let's just say, Connor got grounded, and then he got grounded on top of that, had a very big impact on me. It was my decision, and I think it was the right decision for the time being. Valentine's Day, I hung out with Kieran. I remember we got food, and then after that, I had a sleepover with Serena, and that was the funniest sleepover. Oh my god. February was our semi, and I went with all my friends, and that was so much fun. I love semi. Semi is so much better than prom, let me tell you. Prom is overrated, overhyped, and stressful. Semi though, lighthearted, fun, cute, exciting with your friends, no pressure. Also February, did I mention that Patriots won the Super Bowl? No, didn't mention that? They won the Super Bowl. So normally in the beginning of March, I would be focused on the school musical because I do the musical in my school. But this year I decided to take a break off. Sometimes you just need to take a step back from the things that you love doing to realize why you love doing them. And that's what I felt like I had to do. March 3rd is my birthday. And for my birthday, it was a weekend of fun. I remember we went out to the Borgata for my birthday with my parents on Friday night, and then Saturday I went out with my friends to Cheesecake Factory, and then we went to the Funplex, and that was so much fun. And then for my actual birthday, my best friend surprised me when we went to the aquarium, and then we went out to dinner, and all my friends were at dinner, and it was super sweet and super fun. So my social life and my friend life was going a lot better than it had been going. But school life, oof, I was overwhelmed. I was super stressed out, all the assignments piling on top of each. Some point in March or April, I got back together with Connor. Oh my god, in March, me and Serena went to this really fun party. Don't forget where you came from! After Nationals came along was prom. Prom was super stressful. I also went to my boyfriend's prom, and that was fun too. So I went to my boyfriend's prom, and I think my boyfriend's prom had better music, but I think my prom was better. I don't know how to describe it. The music at my prom was ass, but I looked better at my prom personally. After my prom, I went down to prom weekend with my friends who go to GCIT because their prom was actually on the same day as ours, so our prom weekends were the same. And the only thing that was really bad was the weather. It was cold and rainy the entire time, which was ass, but we made the most of it and we had fun. Junior trip happened. Junior trip was a lot of fun. I wasn't looking forward to it just because I had bad blood with Virginia, but junior trip was actually a lot of fun. We went to a water park, we went to 2 roller coaster parks, made some new friends. Finals came around and junior year ended and I made it out. Although junior year was terrible to me, some good things came out of it. I became vice president of drama club, president of foreign language club. My super score on the SATs is currently a 1090. I ended up losing some weight. I went to prom weekend for the first time. I went to a lot of parties, participated in Spirit Week and Powder Puff. went to Pride. Now, I would just like to go off of some advice that I have for you guys. That's my final point to this video. Get really close with a teacher that you trust and someone you bond with great and get along with. A teacher that I have a really close bond with is my French teacher. I had her from 6th grade to 10th grade because she moved up into the high school when we moved up to the high school. She's my favorite teacher ever. Get a teacher that you can have a close bond with because they can really be a mentor towards you and they can give you advice when you need it and help you whenever you need it, and it's really great. I'd also join clubs that you're genuinely interested in, like DECA. Join DECA. That's my advice. Join DECA. Go to homecoming games. Go to parties. Junior year will bring along disappointments. When I got my first C. When I got denied from National Honor Society. Oh, that's a story on its own. I don't even know if I can share that. I got told not to share that story, but I feel like I should. I got denied from NHS because I had this YouTube channel. The character I portrayed on this channel wasn't NHS worthy. Not sure how, because it's 100% me on this channel. The advisor said you can either be in NHS or you can have a YouTube channel. And I was like, ding ding ding. I will take my YouTube channel any day over a club. And I'm so ready to get out of high school. I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I have been given, and I'm excited to start senior year. Class of 2020! Oh, I know I haven't been that active on YouTube, but know where I have been active on? TikTok. Go follow my TikTok. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye! Okay, do it. Wait, do it. Stop. Nah, stop.
What are we doing there, Zilla?
Hold on.
Like this? No, I feel like his fingers.
We are Williamstown DECA!
Hold on, I need to fix myself. Oh my god, this is so cool! Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Queen! And Sam's in the mix. Wow.
Hey guys, so we're here. We found it now. Evan wants to be in the mix now.
Drop. I'm trying to vlog. Hey, Queens! It's Allie and it's Sammy.
Good morning.
Crew is on crew! The crew is officially on crew. Junior season!